What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Auto Pursuit YouTube channel. My name is Trevor, and today I'm going to be running you through the gear that I used in the 2023 hunting season. I'm going to be starting off with just the basic stuff I'd normally take with me every single day, which is my pack and the stuff I carry in it. So the pack I've been using for the last 2 years, which the last 2 years have been my first 2 years Western hunting. So I'm pretty new to all this stuff and still learning like what gear I like, what I don't like, what size pack I need, and whatever else not. I started off with this 3200 pack from EXO. It's the K3. I really like the pack. It's comfortable, and I like all the features and how they designed it. It seems like everything was thought out to be in use. Like everything's very functional. The only thing that I don't like is, which was a mess up on my part, is that I didn't get one that was big enough. 3200 is pretty good if you're not trying to carry extra camera gear, I find out. But if you're not somebody that films or whatever, you can fit quite a bit of stuff in here, 3, 4, 5 days worth of food and plus camp and whatever. But I just found I can fit all that stuff in there, but then I don't have enough room for all my camera gear or any extras or whatever. So other than that, it's an awesome pack. The only other thing that I maybe don't like about it is how much noise it makes when you're wearing it and walking. You can kind of hear it like creaking per se or whatever, but I've never used any other pack, so I don't know if they're all make noise like this or if there's better ones out there. I am looking at getting another pack for this next season, a bigger one. I'm interested in another EXO pack, the K4, or I've been looking at the Initial Ascent backpacks. And if you guys know anything about the two and have anything to share, please leave it in the comments, because I'd be interested to know. I got this Stealthy Hunter glassing pad that I strap on the back. During rifle season I do the orange. During bow season I just do the green. But this thing is awesome to have. I never realized how nice it would be to just have a stupid little cushion to put down once in a while. Keeps your knees dry if the ground's wet, or just when you're in real rocky areas, it's nice to have something to sit on instead of rocks. I just picked this bino harness up before the beginning of bow season, so it was my first year using it, and I love this thing. This is the FHF Gear FOB bino harness, and I got the foundation wings for it and the rangefinder pouch, and then I got this nav pouch. And in here, I like this nav pouch because I can keep my phone right in this front pocket right here, and then that's easy access for me to get at my Onyx and stuff like that all the time. And then I keep a Dark Energy battery pack in the front of here as well. This thing's awesome. I carried it around in the cold all year and never charged it, and checked it at the end of the year and the battery was still full. And I mean, I used it one time to charge my phone and it used 1 bar, and then it never lost any other, just like sitting around in the cold, which normal batteries seem to do. And then I also keep a cord in here for my phone, for my GoPro. And then I also keep a spare rangefinder battery in there as well. The rangefinder pouch, I love the rangefinder pouch. I like the magnets on it. It's very quick and easy. I like that it has a spot for a tether, so if I am, like, you know, accidentally drop my rangefinder, I still have it. It's not going anywhere. It's on there. It's real quick and easy to get to. My rangefinder I just got before bow season as well. This is the Vortex Razor 4000 GB, so it has the geoballistics in it, which I really like for rifle hunting. It's awesome. to be able to have that information right into your rangefinder, and you know, instead of having to like range something, and before I would have to pull out like a chart on my phone and try and figure out, you know, the yardage and how I'd have to adjust my scope or whatever. But this, you just press the button and it tells you everything right in the screen. It's really nice. I love it. I've been using these Vortex Razor HDs for the last 2 years. I bought these right before my first trip to North Dakota, and I love them. They're awesome. They're not super huge, which I like, but they're big enough I can see very far, and they're pretty clear, and they've been very durable. I know that I've dropped them quite a few times and nothing's happened to them, so that's pretty nice. That was also part of the reason why I wanted to get this new bino harness. I was running just the normal bino harness that comes from Vortex when you buy a pair of binoculars, and I always kept forgetting to latch the front of it all the time, and every time I would like lean over or something like that, my binos would fall out onto the ground, and that really bothered me. So that was part of the reason for the upgrade. This is a little bit different. I actually ordered this pistol holster off of Marsupial Gear, and they have a similar like MOLLE attachment for their pistol holster, or for their bino harness, as well as the same as the FHF kinda. So I just put it on there. It fit perfectly. I keep my 45 in here, and I love having my pistol right here. It's a lot nice. I used to carry it on the side of my pack, but then you take your backpack off and you don't have your gun anymore. So I like it on here. That's super nice. This is a Vortex Viper HD 15 by 45 by 65 spotting scope. I like this spotting scope. It's nice. The size is like just right. It's not too much to carry. I do wish I had a little bit bigger one. Now, this is the first spotting scope I ever got, and I didn't really know, you know, what I was going to like, so I just kind of wanted to shoot for something in the middle, and I like this. If I could go back and do it again, I'd probably just spend the extra money and get the Razor, and I would probably get a straight spotting scope. I thought I would like the angled one more. I thought it would be more comfortable looking out of and whatever, but I find that I'm just hunched over all the time, and then after long hours of glassing, my back starts to get sore, so I would almost prefer to be able to sit, you know, more upright and get a spotting scope that was straight up on a tripod, so I could really not have to hunch over all day long. Other than that, the spotting scope's been treating me real well, so I can't real complain. Next, I keep a couple of these stuff sacks in my backpack, and this is where I keep just like, I don't know what a kill kit and whatever else. Now I keep a knife sharpener in here, and I got one of these like electric lighters that's I keep in here. I keep like 100 feet of paracord in here just in case I need to hang meat up in a tree. I keep a normal Bic lighter in here just in case. 2 lighters I think is better than 1, and then I keep my knife in here too. This is like a skeleton type knife or whatever from Kestrel. I wanted to get one of these lightweight knives, but a lot of the ones that I found were super pricey, and I just didn't want to, you know, spend a couple $100s on a little skeleton knife, but I wanted one that was made out of good quality steel. So I found this one from Kestrel. I think it was like $100, and it's made out of a SV90 stainless, so it's a good metal. And skinned my entire mule deer with this knife, and I didn't have to sharpen it one time. So I thought that was awesome. And then when I did go to sharpen it, I just had to touch it up real quick on the ceramic, and it was like new again. So that's been working out. On this one, I keep a headlamp in here. This is the Peaks Equipment Duo headlamp. I love this thing. I love the lock. It's got a lock on the side, and it's got a really bright red. It's got 3 different white settings, 3 different red settings, and then if you hold the button for 5 seconds, you'll see it flash. And then once you do that, you can click the button, you know, as much as you want, and it doesn't turn back on. I kind of ran into a situation last year when I killed my elk. It was right before dark, and I didn't know, but my headlamp, I wasn't using this. It was a different headlamp. I think it was just like a Coast or something like that. It accidentally turned on in my backpack during the beginning of the day of the hunt, and so it was on all day in my backpack, and I had forgotten that I had already used my spare batteries, so it was the last set of batteries I had, and my headlamp died. Essentially, it was it wasn't completely dead, it was very dim. Barely a candle power, I'd say. And that's what I had to use to cut my elk up in the dark and try and get back to my truck 2.5 or 3 miles, whatever it was, in the dark with basically no flashlight, just looking at my onX map, trying to guide my way. So, I love this thing. I love the lock feature. That's a must-have for me now. I will never have a headlamp without the lock feature. So, this thing is awesome. The battery lasts a super long time. Yeah, it's a nice headlamp. I also keep a spoon in here from Peaks Equipment as well. Titanium spoon for eating dehydrated meals or freeze-dried meals, whatever. And then I keep extra tent stakes in here for my tarp. And this one I will typically keep like drink mixes in here. I keep some Mountain Ops, like Ignites and Yetis and stuff like that in here for extra energy, and I'll keep some electrolytes in here to drink and stuff like that, stay hydrated during the day. I also put like extra camera batteries in this one and stuff like that sometimes. This is a water bag. It's a 6-liter water bag, and then I also have a water filter in here as well. So this is just, you know, a Hydro Pack Seeker 6-liter. So this is like water. I don't typically fill this up. This is just like if I know that I'm going somewhere and I'm not going to have water there and I want to bring some extra water with me, then this is what I'd fill up. Or if I need to filter some water, I fill this up, and then I have a water filter in here that just screws onto the top, and you just squeeze the water right out of the bag. It comes all filtered, so that's what I run for that. Next, this is my Jetboil. I believe it's the flash or whatever. It's got an igniter and the adjustment knob, so you can turn it down lower or higher, whatever. I really like this thing. I guess if I was going to get another one, I'd probably get one that's shorter and maybe a little more, just to fit better, pack better, or whatever. This one takes up a little bit of space, being so long and slender, but other than that, I love this thing. It's super easy to just cook yourself up some food out in the woods, and like a nice warm meal out in the woods is nice. So, I keep this first aid kit in my backpack. I guess I have enough stuff in here for like 2 people, just in case I have somebody with me and they don't have proper stuff. But I just have, you know, a bunch of bandages and like gloves and tourniquet, just all kinds of stuff in here. Ibuprofen, Benadryl, you know, just whatever kind of situation you need, it's in here. Sometimes I carry this water bottle with me. It's just like a metal water bottle. I got it from Walmart for like $7 or $8. It's insulated, keeps stuff warm and cold, and it was cheap. I can beat it up and I don't care. It's nice to have something to mix your drinks up when you're back in the woods, like electrolyte drink or whatever. Next is game bags. These are the game bags I've been using for the last 2 years. I like them because they're washable and reusable, and they're super tough. I don't ever have to worry about these things breaking open or whatever. And yeah, I don't know, they've just been an awesome game bag. I do wish, you know, they pack down a little bit smaller. They are a little bit bigger, but it is what it is. I mean, the meat is the most important thing out there. So if you gotta carry a couple extra ounces for it to be taken care of the best, that's okay with me. You know, that's what we're out there for, is the meat. So I try and take whatever precaution I can to make sure that that is taken care of the best. And these game bags seem to do a real good job doing that. Next, I also have this solar panel that I'll take with me if I'm going to be staying out there, just to recharge like my dark energy pack or camera batteries, stuff like that. So it's just like folds out, and it's got a couple of solar panels on there. You can lay this out, and then there's a spot in here that's got, you know, 3 different USB plug-ins to plug stuff in. You can keep cord in here, or what have you. Alright, so next we're going to do sleep system and camp setup. This is the DST tarp from Seek Outside. It's just like I think like a 10-foot by 12-foot tarp. This thing's nice to just set up if you're out glassing all day, to protect yourself from the sun a little bit. I know, like last spring bear season, there was a couple days that we didn't set this up, and we thought we were fine, and then the next morning, you know, all of our ears were all crusty, and the back of our necks were all burnt up real bad and stuff. So we're like, we gotta start using the tarp from now on. So yeah, that helps. And then, like, if you just get caught in a quick rain or whatever, otherwise, also, if you're like hunting with a couple different people or whatever, you can like save some room in the tent with gear if you want, and you can set this up as like an extra shelter outside to keep gear in. So I like that too. It kind of looks big like in this bag or whatever, but this thing compresses down like a lot, so it's not very big and it doesn't weigh much. So this thing's awesome. You can set it up, I don't even remember what it said on, like 16 different ways or something, I don't know. But yeah, this thing's awesome. Next is my tent. This is the Peak Solitude teepee, 4-person teepee. I love this thing. The only thing I would change about it is this stuff sack that it comes in. I guess I would almost prefer one that's a little more square and flat, so I'm probably going to get one to keep it in like that, and then I'll probably just keep the pole separate in a different compartment. This thing sets up so fast and easy with one person. It's compatible with a wood stove, which I don't have one yet, but I'm working on getting one soon. So I'm excited to try that out. I love, they have the design where you can put the trekking poles up in the roof of this thing, and it gives it some more stability, and you can hang gear on there to dry out. Overall, I think this is a great tent. It does have an option to have a floor or no floor. I chose to not have the floor, just because I don't know, I don't really think it's necessary. I like the idea of being able to just walk in and out of the tent with my boots on and stuff like that, and not having to worry about getting the inside all dirty and full of mud or whatever else, not because it's just dirt floor. So, awesome teepee. These are just the stakes for it, which are titanium, real light, strong. This is just like a piece of Tyvek from Seek Outside. This is what I lay down on the ground underneath my sleeping pad. Sleeping pad, Thermarest X-Therm Max, or Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm Max, whatever. It's like their most insulated one they have, I'm pretty sure. Super light. The only thing I've noticed about it is it's a little bit noisy, but I guess you're going to have that with the insulation, you know, that layer in there they need for the insulation or whatever. But other than that, it's comfy. I got the one that's rectangle, just so you got a little more room to lay. I don't like the mummy shaped stuff or whatever, but Yeah, this thing's awesome. It comes with like a blow up sack or whatever for filling it up, so you don't have to like blow it up with your mouth. You can just fill this bag and pump the air in there. That's real nice. This is a pillow. I don't know, it's just a cheap pillow I got from Shields. It's Alps Mountaineering. I didn't know if I would like a regular pillow or if I would want one that like blows up with air, like an air pillow or whatever. I thought an air pillow would kind of suck, but after using this one a couple times, I realized that this one sucks. So I'm probably gonna be getting something different. There's just, I don't know, not enough here. You lay on it and then just feels like your head goes all the way through the pillow. So it's like, what's the point of having the pillow? It's just extra weight for no reason. This is my sleeping bag. I got the Nemo Stalker. It's like the Nemo in First Flight, like combination or whatever. It's a down bag, 800 fill, 0 degree bag. This thing's super warm, super light. It's got like these gill vents or whatever on the side of it that unzip, so you can get a couple more extra inches of room in the sleeping bag. And yeah, I think there's lots of leg room in here, lots of room for your feet. I fit really good in there. It's got a nice hood on it that comes over and really puts your face tucked in there real good. It's got a nice little pocket up by your face where you can put your cell phone while you're sleeping so you don't miss your alarm when it goes off in the morning. I am interested in checking out this new sleeping bag from Peaks Equipment. The Solus 15, I think it's called. I was looking at that, and I see they got some pretty cool features on there. It's supposed to be a pretty nice bag, so probably going to check that one out. But other than that, this has been a great sleeping bag. I like it. Got no complaints. Oh, I forgot to mention the sleeping bag's got the stuff sack that it goes into for when you're actually going to go out camping or on a hunt. It goes in here, and then it's got these nice pull straps on the side. This thing actually compresses down pretty small, which is nice. I like that. Alright, so now we're going to run through all the clothes that I use, and this is pretty much all the clothes I use for whether it's spring season or fall season. That'd be bear, deer, elk, whatever. Just kind of depending on the weather. I always keep these gloves with me. These are just a pair of First Light Merino gloves. They're just like a lightweight glove. My hands normally stay pretty warm, so I like something that breathes. I found that my hands actually stay warmer with a glove that breathes because they don't get all sweated up, and they actually get colder faster that way. I keep this in my pack all the time too, just in case. This is the Kiln beanie. I think it's like a 250 merino. I hardly ever wear it, but I have it just in case I do get super cold. I've not tried these socks yet. These are the Triad 2.0 over the calf sock from First Light. I'm excited to try these out. I did for the last 2 years. I've been running these First Light over the calf piston compression socks. So they like squeeze on your leg a little harder for better blood circulation and stuff like that while you're hiking and whatever. I do really like these. I think they're very comfortable and durable socks so far. I haven't had like ripped any holes in them or nothing like that. So, and I have never gotten a blister once wearing these at all. And then for the, like when it gets cold out, this is the First Light over the calf cold weather sock. These things are awesome. I don't wear an insulated boot. I wear non-insulated and just the non-insulated boot. And these socks, my feet were warm all season, even on the coldest of days. Never really got cold. They stay up on your leg. They're very nice, soft, very nice sock. I couldn't believe how warm they kept my feet just being one sock. Normally you gotta wear like 2 layers of socks with non-insulated boots sometimes when it's like -20 or whatever. But I got away with just the one pair and my feet stayed warm, so that was awesome. I got this puffy before spring bear season this year. It's from Canis. It's like a newer company, I believe. I like it. I haven't had any other puffies besides this one, so I can't really compare it to others. I will say, like one of my only really dislikes about it, I guess, or 2 of my dislikes about it, is I ordered this in an extra large, and I'm like 5'11", 200 pounds, and this thing, it's, you know, it's snug. It's not, there's enough room in it for me, but there's not a ton of extra room, where if you would want to like put this over top of a few other things or whatever, you almost have to have this on first. Other than, you know, just the sizing is just kind of weird to me. I have like this other jacket that's a large that is bigger than this jacket, and this is an XL. The only other thing I can say is, like, I notice like the feathers come out of it quite a bit. I'll find, you know, little feathers sticking out here and there, and whatever else. Now, other than that, this thing's pretty light, packable. Comes with a little stuff sack that it fits in or whatever, and this thing is also waterproof, so if you're going somewhere where you know it's going to be wet and you want to keep your jacket dry until you're using it, this bag is completely waterproof. Has a little lid that you can put over top before you pull the drawstring, so you know you can keep your jacket dry, or you can use this to collect rainwater or whatever if you need to. So yeah. Next, I just picked this jacket up kind of partially through rifle season this year. This is the First Light Un Compadre Foundry jacket, I believe. This thing is awesome. I have been wanting a jacket like this for a long, and I was looking for a jacket kind of sort of like this, and I ended up going with this other Canis puffy, and then First Light come out with this jacket shortly after. So I finally got it. I love this thing. I love all the features. It's got, you know, big magnetic pockets in the front. You can keep a bunch of stuff in these pockets. It's got actual like insulated zip pocket here for your hands, so if you need like hand warmer. And I love how they position the pockets so it's totally usable while you're wearing your bino harness. You put your bino harness on, all these pockets are accessible, or even with your pack on, you know, your belt comes around on your pack. These hand warmer pockets are up high enough where you can still get your hands in there with nice and easy. Keep your hands warm. Fully adjustable hood, which is awesome. You can make that fit real nice. It's got this cool little rain visor on the front, so if it is coming down, this jacket is 100% waterproof and windproof, which I love. I think that's so cool. It's basically like a raincoat then. It's got pit zips on the back. If you're getting warm, you can dump heat there. Yeah, this thing's tough. It's warm, super warm. I can't believe how warm it is. Very comfortable. I definitely recommend this jacket to anybody. By far my favorite jacket that I've come across so far. So yeah, if you're in the market for a really nice jacket, check this one out. So next, this is the Sawtooth Hybrid Jacket from First Light. I really like this thing during the earlier season. If I'm just rocking like a wick tee or a really light sweatshirt or whatever, if it does cool off and I'm just need just a little bit more, this thing's awesome. It's got like a layer of down in the chest, and then the back of it is all just regular merino. So this is a pretty versatile jacket. I like it. My only complaint about it is that it doesn't, the only place it doesn't really fit right is like up in my shoulders. I don't know if my shoulders are too like broad for this cut or whatever it is. All the other First Light stuff fits me great. It's just this in particular piece that fits a little funky in the shoulders. But other than that, love this jacket for early season archery. Next I have the First Light Origin hoodie. I love this sweatshirt for when it actually gets colder out. You can put this over top of like a wick or like a mid layer or like a base layer sweatshirt or whatever, and just like this having like one layer of merino and then like this fleece or whatever this is super warm. This thing's got a built-in face mask in it, which I really like when I go whitetail hunting. So yeah, this thing's nice. It blocks a little bit of the wind, and it keeps you super warm. I like the nice big zip on the front, so if you do get hot, you can dump some heat in this thing. Very tough. You don't have to worry about like ripping this. This is a very tough sweatshirt, I think. I've caught it on sticks and branches, whatever, and it's never ripped or anything like that on me. I love the hoods on here. On all the First Light hoods, I love like their turret hood or whatever. It's very nice. I think it fits your face really good. This is like the first shirt I always put on. This is the Wick long sleeve tee from First Light. It's a merino. I don't even know, like 100 weight or something, 150. This is like my first shirt I always put on. No matter what the hunt is, I always put this shirt on first. Keep the moisture off my skin. This thing's super comfortable. I don't ever have any problems. I love how the merino dries quickly. Doesn't really hold scent. I never really noticed this shirt starting to reek or stink real bad or nothing like that, even after a couple days into a hunt. So yeah, love this shirt. This has become my new second favorite. This is the Kiln hoodie merino from First Light. I put this on right after I put that long sleeve tee on. And this is, yeah, this is pretty much like a coverall. Like I can go 90% of the season with just that t-shirt and this sweatshirt over top of it, unless I, get caught in some rain or I'm glassing for a really long time and it gets chilly or something like that. But other than that, them two are my go-to. These are the First Light Wick long boxers. I like these because they're merino, and I like the feel of merino. I like that it doesn't stink and that it dries quickly. The one thing I absolutely hate about these boxers, which makes me not wear them 90% of the time and wear something else, is they put this seam in the back. I don't know if you can see it. They got like that center seam that runs right through the back. And when you're doing a lot of hiking and whatever, your butt gets a little sweaty, it'll freaking grab that seam, and then you're constantly like giving yourself a wedgie all day long. And that is just super annoying to me. So I do not like that seam right there. I would rather have, one that goes like sideways or something. So yeah, that's my only dog on these boxers, is that they're constantly giving you a wedgie. So unless they change that, I'll probably never get another pair of First Light boxers just because of that seam, because it's that annoying. These are the First Light Kiln Long Johns. I love these things. They're like a perfect middleweight long john. They seem to keep me warm when I'm just hanging out, glassing or whatever. But then, like, I have like the heat dump zips on the side of the pants, so I can open those up, and these things still breathe very well, and I can cool back off in them. They're not like overkill, you know. I only wear these when it gets really cold out, because my legs normally stay pretty warm the way it is. Other than that, these are great. I love them so far. They fit really nice. These pants I just got. I'm excited to try out for more early season, maybe some spring bear, but mostly like early archery. These are just the normal First Light Obsidian pants. They're just a merino pant. They're super light and they breathe super nice. They seem like they'll be good in warmer weather, definitely. And they're stretchy and whatever else. Not. I like they have a option you can roll them up, and they got like a button here. So like if you get super hot, you can roll them up, and they got a button. You can hook them up like a pair of shorts if you want. But yeah, excited to try these out. These pants I have been running for the last 2 years. These are the Obsidian Foundries, so like essentially the same thing as these other pants. They just have a couple extra, I don't know, different materials on there and features or whatever. I love these pants for early season archery. They're very cool. I don't get super hot in these. They're super lightweight. I love all the pockets on them. Got pockets all over. I love the suspenders. Way better than a belt. I found out real quick that walking with a back frame and a belt sucks, because it's like pinches in between your belt and your back frame cushion and whatever else not. So I really like the suspenders. I don't have any problems then. So yeah, I've been running these pants for the last 2 years, archery season, and I think this year I think I don't know if it was a stick or a barbed wire, but I think I did catch I got my first small hole in these pants. Other than that, they've been super tough and durable, and I've been liking them so far. These have come to be my new favorite late season pant, or even I think you could get away with this for like a mid-season because they have the heat dumps on the side. This is the First Light, I believe the Catalyst Soft Shell Foundry pant. I think they have a little bit of insulation in them, but they have a full length side zip down the side, so you can dump heat out of there very easily, which that's probably my favorite feature. Because you get all hot going uphill or something, you can get to on your way up, you can unzip these and dump a lot of heat going up, and you don't get all overheated and hot. I love that the back pockets have zippers on them for if you keep anything in there, you don't have to worry about it falling out. All the front zippers have pockets, or all the front pockets have zippers, which I really like. Just if you're, carrying a couple extra shells in there, or like I like to carry a GoPro battery in this front pocket up here, so I like to keep that one zipped up so I know it's not falling out, but I like having it up front here. Yeah, I love, the other thing I love about these pants is they have knee pads in them, which I always thought was, I didn't know if I would like having knee pads until I had them, and man, that is the best feature. Especially out here in the mountains, it's pretty rocky and stuff. You go to kneel down or whatever, just having that knee pad there, so you're not kneeling on a rock is nice. Your knee's not getting all soaking wet when you go to kneel down. That's nice. So, love that. Love the knee pads, definitely. I'll probably get a second set of pants with knee pads like this for an earlier type season, more thinner pant, but with the knee pads, because I really like that knee pad feature for when you're out hunting. Alright, so next we're going to go over the boots that I've been using. These have been the one pair of boots I've been using for the last 2 years on pretty much all my hunts. They're non-insulated. These are Schnees, or Schnees, however you pronounce it. Timberlines. I don't really have anything bad to say about these boots. I love them. they've been taking a good beating. I run a pair of sheep feet orthotics. I don't really want to dig them out of these boots because I have the full length orthotic in here, and it's kind of a bugger to get out, but I do have, in this pair, I have a set. So this is like a hard cast orthotic that goes in your hunting boots, and these things are a game changer for me. They make my boots 10 times more comfortable, I think, or carrying heavy loads or walking on uneven ground. They just conform to the whole shape of your foot, so when you are carrying something heavy, you know, you're using the pressure on the whole part of your foot instead of just, you know, small spots, so it creates less pressure points, and I don't know, to me it just seems really nice for carrying heavy loads and walking around on uneven ground. These boots are, I just got, these are going to be for more early season type, like archery season boots, I guess you would call them, or summer scouting. These are Crispi Altitude GTX. I did have a pair of like the Crispi shoes last year, and I really liked those, and then I seen they come out with these, and these are real similar to the shoe. They just beefed them up a little bit, put a better sole, and made them a little bit stronger so they wouldn't wear out as fast. So I'm excited. I have been wearing these around a little bit just on day to day, and I love them so far, but I'm excited to take them out hunting because they're super comfortable, and I'm just excited to see what the longevity I get out of these is compared to the Schnee. Alright, so next, this is the bow that I've been using for the last year. This is Mathews Phase 433. I got a Hamskea Epsilon rest on here and a black gold dual track sight. I do have run the 2 stabilizers, and for arrows I've been running these Victory RIP shafts and the tooth of the arrow broadheads for the last 2 years, but I think I'm going to invest in a set of iron wills for this season. I took this bow to Total Archery Challenge. I shot it a ton this summer. I wasn't able to harvest anything with this bow this year, but I did shoot it a ton. I love it. I'm going to continue. Probably going to keep this bow for a while and keep shooting it. I really like it. I do have it set at 80% let off at 75-pound draw. That's been working out good. I really like that. Yeah, I got no complaints about the bow. Awesome bow. Love it. Gonna keep shooting the crap out of it. This is my main hunting rifle. I just got this last year, and I've been shooting it quite a bit, and I love this gun. I was able to take my elk and my deer with it this year. It's a 300 Weatherby. It's a Weatherby Mark V Backcountry 2.0, so it has a Peak 44, carbon fiber stock, fluted bolt knob, fluted barrel, super lightweight. I keep this little cheek riser in a little pouch back here. I keep a lens cloth in here, and I'll keep maybe some extra shells in there and earplugs. And then on top of here I have the Vortex Viper 4-16 by 50 scope. It's got the adjustable elevation turret exposed, and I have a level on here as well, the Vortex Low Pro level. I got Leupold scope mounts on here. I just really like the one-piece Leupold scope mounts. I think that they're very durable and reliable scope mounts, so that's what I went with. I love this gun. It is super fun to shoot, super accurate, and just very light. It's a joy to carry when you're out hunting. This year I didn't have the gun strapped to my pack not one time the entire season. I carried it everywhere I went because it's so light. I think with everything on here it's like 8 pounds 10 ounces, I think, something like that. So I mean, I love this gun. And I was very fortunate enough to be able to take both my animals this year with it. So I thought that was super cool. I'm going to continue using this rifle for years to come. Yeah, just an awesome gun. I do have a Magpul MOE bipod on the front of here. It was just a cheaper bipod. I'd never had a bipod before, and I didn't even know if I would like it or if I would just like shooting off my pack better. I do, now that I have a bipod, I love having a bipod. I always will want one. I do want to get a different one for this gun because this one doesn't have any tilt feature on it. So like you can put the legs down, but it doesn't tilt at all. You can adjust the length so then you can get a little bit of tilt out of the legs, so you get, you know, some minute adjustment, but you can't really like fine tune that level really good if you're not on a decent surface. I have found like if I'm in a spot where there's softer dirt or like gravel or something like that, I can just dig one of these feet down into the ground far enough to get, like if I just have to go down, you know, just a 1/8 inch or something, I can just dig the foot down just enough to get my rifle perfectly level, and that works out good. But I would just like to have the adjustability to have, you know, a little bit of, be able to put a little bit of cant into the bipod. So I am going to upgrade that before spring bear season probably. I've been shooting just the Weatherby factory ammo, 180 grain Swift Sirocco's out of here, and it's been shooting great. I can touch the target out to 800 yards, no problem, and I can't complain. I guess the last thing I probably forgot to talk about was the tripod I use. This is a Vortex Summit Carbon 2. I like this tripod. It's very light. I haven't had any problems with it like breaking or nothing like that. I like the adjustability of the head on here, just a turn tight deal, and it does let you pan a little bit with the top being tight as well. So I do like that. The only thing I would like a little bit bigger tripod, because when you have this one extended out all the way, it's just not as stable as I would like it. So I would like to upsize on the tripod a little bit. But other than that, for just like a, you know, nice little bipod for glassing and being super lightweight, this thing weighs like nothing. This is an awesome bipod. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much all the gear I've used for the 2023 hunting season. I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. I really enjoy making the videos, so if you guys could please subscribe. I'm really trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. I know that's a big stretch, but hey, you gotta set your bars high, I guess. So, but yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.